This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Nolan Smith. Don't want to play off the ball linebacker. Also, Nakobe Dean. Don't feel threatened for his job being taken. And lastly, I will be talking about players to watch. And of course, it's game day today. Will Eagle Owl stream today? But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's talk about Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith, he doesn't want to play off the ball. But let me go ahead and play this clip of him talking about him not wanting to play off the ball linebacker.
Oh, I did that at Georgia. That's not ideal where I want to play, but that's a skill set. I try to be like a Swiss Army knife. I can play off the ball, on the ball, whatever coach need me to do to dress up for the skies. But ultimately, I can pass rush on all five of the offensive linemen because I'm a pass rusher.
We've seen you play everywhere from you took some snaps before you played the edge, you played off the ball. What does that say about you that you can do all those things?
Man, I tell them boys, man, you really just gotta have heart to go in there and 4 hour with them big boys and just know your personnel, know your skills and traits. They want to headbang. I can't headbang on this one. I got to use my speed. And then when certain people like against tight ends, they don't like headbanging. So that's what I got to do.
All right, so you see, Nolan Smith is saying he don't want to do it. But if he had to, he's very skilled. He know how to do it. He did it in Georgia a little bit. I can't be mad that he doesn't mind playing off the ball. But Sean Desai got to take that into consideration because Hassan Reddick's career literally almost went down the drain because, yeah, Hassan Reddick can cover a little bit and he's very athletic, but it took a guy to go to Arizona. I forgot what defensive coordinator was like, you know what? Just let him rush the passer. Let him just play strictly defensive end. And then 1 year with Arizona, he had double-digit sacks. Goes to Carolina, double-digit sacks, and we know what he did with Philadelphia. So we know Hassan Reddick can do things, but we know his primary position and what he's best at is rushing the passer. Remember when Jonathan Gannon tried to experiment with Hassan Reddick? Then a lot of people was on Jonathan Gannon like, no, just let him rush the passer. And he had career numbers. So what I'm saying is that as much as I would love for Nolan Smith to come into the league, play off the ball linebacker, play beside Nakobe Dean, Nakobe Dean, that just sound perfect. Then you have the Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat on the outside, Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter playing beside Fletcher Cox. That sound great. But if Nolan Smith truly in his heart don't want to do it, don't force him to do it. Just let him wait his turn, have him at defensive end, and see what he got. See what he got and let him rotate. But don't let him play off the ball if he don't. And the reason why I got Sean Desai right there, because I'm starting to question this defense a little bit. He got Josh Sweat playing off the ball. Then we got we playing the 5-2, 5-man front. Then we playing the 4-3, 3-4. I know a lot of people like, yeah, that's good. We don't really have an identity, so teams can't study us. Well, it was another defensive coordinator that was here that was preaching that no identity type crap, and we were getting smoked on the defense, Jonathan Gannon. So Sean Desai got to figure out what his identity is. As much as I'm watching the players, and I will go over the players that I will be watching in positions, I will be watching Sean Desai's scheme. I know he might keep it vanilla because it's the preseason, but I'm gonna watch his scheme heavily. Let me see what he do. Is he too vanilla? Is he going to bring some blitz? I want to see his scheme, what he's going with. I will be watching him because I already know the offense. The defense is scheme. I will be watching heavily because I can't take a Jonathan Gannon 2.0. Guy that's just all over the place. You got to find an identity. I'm sorry. A lot of people don't want to hear that. I believe you should find an identity, stick with that, and let players play the position they would like to play, that they would love to play, especially a guy like Nolan Smith. All right, so let's talk about Nakobe Dean, and I'm going to go ahead and just play the clip of what Nakobe Dean had to say about Miles Jack and Zach Cunningham being signed to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Threat, not at all. I know it's a business. I know what kind of league this is. You gotta perform. The best players gonna play. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about. Because like I said, it's not those guys I want to get as much information out of. They're great players, guys that I watched in college, watch their film, trying to emulate some of the things they do. So being able to play with those guys, I got a lot of, had a lot of questions, and a lot of, tips that I wanted from them.
All right. As you see, he said he's not threatened, but he knows the business. He knows the business of getting better, knows the business that his spot can be taken at any time, but he don't feel threatened. He just know this team's trying to get better. And I think deep down inside, he know he has to stay healthy and do what he have to do, because what I'm hearing about Nakobe Dean is just that it's not like he's playing bad, but he's not standing out. Like, for example, Kristen Ellis had training camp and practice where he stood out. He caught a pick. He made a play. Nakobe Dean, he'll make a play here and there, but I'm assuming it's vanilla, like it's a normal linebacker play. I heard some plays he even looked lost. So you don't want to hear that about your third round pick, especially a guy we gave the keys to. We let Kaiser White go. We let TJ Edwards go. And we was like, Nakobe Dean is yours. And we're going to bring somebody in to play beside you. And Nakobe Dean got to take this bull by the horns, because Eagles not playing. Eagles not playing. The Eagles not waiting for his development either. Maybe he do need 3 years, but we got this roster now. We can't wait for you to develop. We have to get guys that are ready now, like a Miles Jack, like a Zach Cunningham, just in case he needs to develop a little bit. Or maybe the beat writers are blowing it up. Maybe he is ready, but we have to see Nakobe Dean stand out today. We have to see him make some plays against Baltimore. And this is the best team in preseason to do that against, because Baltimore don't lose games in the preseason. So Nakobe Dean and some of these dudes stand out. That's a good thing. That's a good thing against a Baltimore team that just don't lose in the preseason. They are preseason champs. Eagles, we can beat that streak, especially with the depth we got. We can beat that streak. But again, this is a guy I want to see play and stand out and do his thing. Okay, so let's go over the players to watch. And shout out to Thomas R. Peterson. So let me pull this up. So Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Yes, Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. I want to see how Sean Desai used them. As you see in the beginning of the segment, I talked about Nolan Smith. I want to see us using him. I actually want to see us using him as defensive end and some off the ball linebacker, because maybe not Nakobe Dean, maybe Nolan Smith is stripping. Maybe he's a better off the ball linebacker than the defensive end. And Sean Desai sees that, but he got to get Nolan Smith to buy into it. Jalen Carter, I want to see him dominate. I want to see some bull rushes. I just want to see some exciting. I can't wait to see what Jalen Carter bring, because he's definitely the future. I'm hearing he was looking good in camp. Let's see what he bring in the game, all right? The running backs. The running back room is a fun one to watch. I'm assuming every running back is going to play, to the Kenneth Gainwell, to the DeAndre Swift, to Boston Scott, Rashad Penny, even Kennedy Brooks. We're going to see these guys play. And may the best man win. May the best man get the RB1 spot. I'm going with Kenneth Gainwell. I'm pretty sure like 80% of the fan base is against me with that, but I believe Kenneth Gainwell got that spot locked up. Let's talk about the cornerback position. We already know Slade Bradbury and Vontae Mattis got it locked up, but I want to see a little Eli Ricks. I want to see a little Keely Ringo. See what he got. Josh Jobe. I want to see those three really play. The Mekhi Gardner I will watch of the worlds. Mario Goodrich. It's going to be a fun defensive backs to watch. I want to see if Greedy Williams could raise the bar, because I haven't heard anything about Greedy Williams, which can be bad, which means he's probably on the roster bubble. Let's see what Greedy Williams could bring. But we are very deep at the cornerback position. So I wouldn't be surprised if he get cut because we're so deep at the cornerback position. But I want to see what the cornerbacks can do. Is Keely Ringo really exciting to watch? Is Eli Ricks really that dude? I know he got the length and all that. Josh Jobe, he was really good last year. So let's see what some of these guys can bring. Right, Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown is a guy to watch. It's definitely a guy to watch. I want to see if he can make a push to be a starter. We know they got Kayvon Wallace and Terrell Edmonds battling it out, but can Sidney Brown be like, hold on, wait. I could get in there. I want to see him because Sidney Brown is a very exciting dude to watch. I believe in years to come, if not in a year or not this year, Sidney Brown will become like that fan favorite everybody like, in my opinion. I think that's going to happen. I guess lastly is the O-line. The Tyler Steens of the world, the Cam Jurgens, the Josh Sills, Jack Driscoll. Watch the backup. We know what the starters can do, but let's see what these backups can do. I mean, watch Tyler Steen really heavily, Cam Jurgens heavily as well at that right guard. See if he's comfortable. We watch whoever they move to center. Josh Andrews. We got to see what these backups can do because you never know if a player got to miss a game or two. You got to know what you rocking with. I know what you rocking and rolling with. So those are my key guys to watch. The Sidney Browns, the backup cornerbacks, the linebackers, the running backs, the backup line. I'm going to be watching everything. And will I stream the game? I'm almost 90% sure. I can't give y'all a guarantee yet because YouTube, as you guys know, or a lot of you guys probably don't know, I had an old channel that got demonetized. Started this one, but I didn't know YouTube now they have to approve your live streaming, which is going through approval now. So we'll see if it get approved today, and then we might live stream. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Is Nakobe Dean job on the line? Is Sean Desai doing too much? And your players to watch. But this is Eagle Al.